Hey, good morning, everyone. This is going to be your daily reading for January 16th. This is Wednesday. Hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. About to get really interesting and really good. Let's start with our rune today. So, our rune today is Ingwas. We've been getting a lot of this guy recently. This is the rune for the fertility god, so great time to start some new projects, especially creative projects, something you've been wanting to do. Essentially, a good time to start it and kind of get the ball rolling, so to speak. Usually, things started with this rune, take a little time to mature. Um, Maybe like 6 to 12 months. But this is the time when we want to like sow the seeds, essentially. And we have some positive aspects to kind of support this. So the moon makes two really strong aspects today. So it makes both trines. It makes a trine to the sun as well as a trine to Mercury. So essentially, moon trine the sun is kind of like our wants line up with our needs. There's just harmony between those two realms. It's not so much like, oh, I want to do this, but I have to, go to work, or I have to do that. Like, all of those wants and desires and necessities all kind of align, which just makes the flow a lot easier. And then again, sorry, I said Mercury, I didn't mean Mercury. Uh, Pluto, my bad, sorry. Which can sometimes lead to some outbursts, because again, Pluto's the planet that wants to change shit up. But usually these outbursts, since it is a trine, they are supportive. So it's almost like little breakthrough moments. And honestly, I think these outbursts aren't going to be crazy explosive, mostly because we have that trine with the sun. So it's kind of like you have one creating harmony. I don't see the other one bringing discord. So it's like the shift and the kind of push to do things a little differently to make these dreams happen. I will say the moon does go void, of course, today. What time is it? I almost want to say it's like happening like now, like right now. Which it's almost like Mercury retrograde. You don't want to make any major decisions right now. Like even when I talk about this rune, it doesn't mean going out and doing it. Like we're starting it, so we're setting the groundwork. So today may be like a planning day, maybe a processing day, because the moon is actually void. Of course, I think it's like almost all day until this afternoon. I think it's just looking at it. I think it's like 5 p.m. Um, Pacific Standard Time. The moon gets back on track or moves into Gemini. Moving Gemini. Yes, Gemini. Woo! Brain is just in funny, funny places. But yeah, so it finally gets into Gemini. I think around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. So pretty much all day, Moon hasn't made up its mind yet. So again, we're not making major decisions, but definitely planning stages. If there's some type of creative project, creative outlet, new work situation, um, you know, starting a new relationship, anything like that, any new beginning of some sort, definitely a great time to start it, but don't make any decisions until tonight. All right? With that said, let's get our oracle card for today. This is the Mystical Moments Oracle. Definitely one of my favorites. Mostly because I just think the artwork is gorgeous. There's a hair in it. That's cute. Oh, how are you guys doing today? Oh, hey, so random question. Any of you who are watching this, I thought it would actually be kind of fun if you could comment where in the world you're from. I was thinking about it yesterday, and I just thought that would be an interesting thing to know. I'm just curious. I think that would just be really cool. Ooh, okay, we got a couple. Oh, we've had this one before. Stranded. Not as dismal as it sounds. Here's a new one though. I haven't even used this or got this in readings. Elixir of Life. Yes, I will take it. Oh, I have my curtains open. Hence the crazy glare. My bad. Hope you guys can see that. That's what I get for wanting some natural light in here. Alright, let's get this from the book. Alright, Stranded. Whoop, there we go. Misdirection, misjudgment, fear of failure. Look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. He needs his anchor to help him get back down to earth. The card asked, how did the ship get up there? This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. At times we feel the same. We find ourselves in situations we can't quite understand. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes because our expectations are so high. We set ourselves up for failure. We either beat ourselves up over our performance, or we are so intimidated, turning the page. I got this, I can do this. Yes, I can. Aha! That we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success. It is important to the journey. As important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. Oh, English, no. Interesting. So I think it's funny that we start off with the stranded card that talks about the fear of failure and not even getting off the ground. When we have this rune that's talking about just do, go start, make the thing happen, get it going. So I think for a lot of people, whatever this project is for you, there's been some resistance, and I can speak from personal experience. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, and I know I didn't make this term up, but I'm a huge sufferer of analysis paralysis. Like I always think I need to do the thing perfectly. I need to like start everything the best way possible with the best everything. When a lot of times that's not the case. Like you just start, and then as you start, things organically kind of shift and grow and evolve, and then eventually you get to, that wonderful version of it. But it doesn't always have to start that way. There's, what's the name of that song? Shirley MacLaine sang it. But I mean, essentially the lyric was, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, which I think is a huge part of this particular card and what the message is today. Because it's not about how you start. Everyone starts off funny or wonky, and then they end up figuring everything out and solving the problems along the way, and then you get to that ideal form at the end of the road. Biggest thing is to just start. And then we have the elixir of life, which is healing, consolidation, reinvigoration. Yes, so it sounds like this might be a project that we've been thinking about for a while, or started and then lost a little bit of momentum, and now we're going to pick it back up again. Also, truth is woven into this card. A woman is leaning towards a deep red rose. She faces the flower with her eyes. Let's turn this page, see if I can do it. There we go, that's so much easier. With her eyes closed, concentrating on the lush bloom. She is receiving the sweet scent of nature and the energy of life. The wind rustles her hair, whispering the truths of the universe into her ears. She can hear her own breath mingling with the wind. Sitting quietly in nature by a stream or in a garden can help still our wandering mind and heal a troubled heart. I love this. I love this so much. So essentially, if you are feeling stuck and not sure how to make this happen, how do I get the boat out of the tree? How do I start this project? How do I build this new career? Whatever it is, if you're feeling in that, honestly, get outdoors. Be in nature. So I was talking about that book I'm reading, Raise Your Vibration. Yesterday's message, or yesterday's activity, it had a lot to do about Mother Nature and honoring Mother Nature. So I think it's funny that this comes out literally the day after that. I talked about how we give back and, how we take care of the planet, recycling and all of that kind of stuff. But as I was reading that particular section, it made me think about how the world is always perfect. Or let me not say the world. Nature is always perfect. There's always a balance. There's a harmony. Any disruption in that, so any part where nature is suffering or has a problem, isn't nature's doing. It's a lot of times it's us as a human race, as a species. Pollution, imbalance of predators and things like that. Over harvesting, over hunting, things like that. That was all our fluence. Nature itself, if left alone, is completely balanced. The seasons shift when they have to. Entire groups of animals migrate when they need to, and to find food or whatever's happening. Nature is always in balance. So it really made me think about, like, when I went out and was walking outside yesterday because of it, And it just made me think about kind of just staying in tune with that energy. Like when things feel crazy and things feel chaotic, find balance in nature. Go and ground yourself. I feel like that's a huge message with this reading. So if you are feeling that way, if you are feeling quote unquote stranded, there's a great amount of healing that can be done if you just go outside and sit in nature and recognize the balance and the harmony and the effortless in that. Like it's just so graceful how everything flows and aligns and cooperates, without much effort. Like it just happens that way. All right, in honor of that healing, it's appropriate. I chose the Healing Light Tarot. Oh, okay, we didn't waste any time on that. Love. I'm going to get a few more before we talk about those. That was a lot. All right. Get you guys out of the way for a second. Go over there. A nice balanced 8. What did I talk about? Nature's harmony. Look at that. All right. Yes. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. So, first things first. We got the... Oh, I'm going to have to remember to hold them at an angle with these cartoons open. We got the Five of Swords in reverse. You know me, I don't always like reversals, but this one's coming up in reverse, which to me is a really, really good thing. So Five of Swords, mind games, manipulation. I always call this my victory at any cost, willing to pay any price. So you may win the battle, but, you lost the entire army to do it. With this card in reverse, that tells me that if there was discord or if someone was messing with you, and we talked about this in a reading a couple days ago. Was it yesterday's? No, I think it was the day before. But essentially, if there's some drama or some pot stirring going on, that is coming to end. And I almost want to say it's not necessarily coming to an end, because again, those things lie on someone else's plate. Like that's someone else's issue. But I think at the very least you are successfully putting some space between you and that drama. Like we're just gonna let that go and die off, or someone can just go and stew in their own little negative pot if they want. But you are finding a separation from there. Because look what came after. Ace of Swords. So truth. But honestly, I feel like this sword is like cutting off this like drain. Like clearly, like you're like, nope, I got things to do. Bye. Like I have to go do my thing. And I say you because you also have the King of Swords. So not only, because look, King of Swords is holding the Ace of Swords. Like this is someone completely in control, knows the plan, knows what they need to do, has an entire system made up. Granted, this card can be a little cold, but I think that's because there's no emotional attachment to this situation. Like we're not necessarily feeling hurt, we're not necessarily feeling attacked. Like we're just like, no, you got something to deal with. This is your issue. I don't have time for this, and I don't need to maintain whatever this is. So bye, cut you off. Love and light, go do your thing over there. Like I got my own shit to do. Because look at this. So actually, I'm gonna bunch these together. So we got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. I mean, what more could you ask for? Abundance, the fairy tale, the happy ending. I mean, we keep talking about, it's coming, this abundance is coming. Oh my God, it's freaking coming. And it's coming because we are truly focused on it. Like we definitely have made the decisions and aligned with it and, made sure we've set things up to make this our reality and to attract this into our present. So I think this is beautiful. And we're cutting out that, that little drain that was sucking up energy. So not only do we have the Ace of Cups, but we also... the Ace of Swords, we also have the Ace of Cups. I got so excited. So this could be love. But like any of the aces, this is a new start, a new beginning, a new offer. So we found our truth with the Ace of Swords. We know what we're doing. We know what's not essential. We're getting rid of that so we can live our truth. And, a lot of times this is seen as true love, which it is. But I think especially in this reading, this is self-love. we made this decision, we made this choice, we found this truth because it's something that we are passionate about. It's something important to us and our happiness and our well-being and our contentment and our, happily ever after. So it was really an act of like literally self-love. Like I can't allow you to drain my energy because I'm more valuable than that. Like I'm not here to entertain your little weird meh. Like I have my own passions. I need to make this happen for me. So I'm going to go do that, which I think is beautiful. And then look, the world card. She's been coming up a lot. But again, even though the world card is about the ending, it's the completion, it's the fulfillment. Where there's an ending, there's a new beginning. And look, right after that, Page of Pentacles. This, I think, is directly linked to our rune. This new start, this new project, which I think is going to lead, for a lot of us, it could be a new job, could be a new career, but I think whatever starts is going to be a great source of income for us, and one that definitely is much more aligned with our desires and our own personal, what makes us feel fulfilled. I was reading a quote this morning. I should have saved it. That's what I get for just scrolling through Instagram. But it was about oh no, now I remember what it was. Got it. Had to think about it for a second. But it was about this person I follow who's he owns a like fitness company. He was talking about, people are always emailing him and asking him, like, how do I become successful in this industry? Like, how do I make this happen? All this kind of stuff. And he really was talking about, he found his success not by focusing on the money, not by focusing on, the, like, level of success. He really found his stride and his abundance when he truly set his goals on how he can improve the community. What is it, what is it in my voice and my mission that improves and gives something to the collective? Which I think is so true. Our divine purpose is never set on how to individually succeed. You know what I mean? Our divine purpose is always what gifts do we have that we can share to improve others, improve situations for others, give guidance to others. So I would honestly say this truth that we gain has to do with this, whatever this project is, it's something that you're giving a piece of yourself to the collective that really speaks to what you're passionate about, what you care about, what nourishes you, but it also nourishes those around you and the people affected or the people that, connect with you through this project, which will lead to your abundance. I mean, here we're talking about the 10 of Pentacles here. Like, that's crazy. You think about that, that's something that stands for generations. It's something that will outlive you. Oh, I mean, like, gives me all the feels. So, with that being said, I do think this present moment is really the planning stage. How do I do this? What does it look like? And it may even be in solidifying that purpose. Like, what is your why for doing this? Like, yes, it makes us happy, but what is it we're contributing? Because especially with the moon void, of course, this King of Swords energy, this analytical processing mind, this rational mind, I think is a beautiful time period right now just to like go over and really solidify the vision of what it looks like. Because if you haven't separated from this energy, you want to make sure that's cut and gone before this happens. Because you want to close out this cycle, which I think a lot of us are. Like, I'm not worried about that happening for anyone. Oh, sorry. Thought I was going to sneeze. But yeah, I would say take today to really plan out this project. Like, if there is something you want to start, if there is some new beginning that's on the horizon for you, solidify that plan. Really look at it. What is it we want to achieve? Look, bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups, so definitely leaving something behind. And I think that's already begun. I think we're already on that process. Oh, look at that. 3 of Wands underneath that. Ships coming in. So the right opportunity to make this happen already on its way. It's all about aligning with it. Look, underneath that, another ace. Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Nice. I love it. I'm just peeking at the bottom of the deck. So we do have the Five of Wands, which, not actually the worst. I feel like this is inner conflict, and I think this is kind of like that stranded card. It's the, how do I do this? What's the right way to do it? Because right under that, you have the Knight of Swords, which is a very action-oriented card. Like, to me, this is the, like, just go do it. You know, this knight gets shit done. Like, just do, start, move. Again, look, move, with the Chariot card underneath that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, again, with the Void, of course, I wouldn't do anything necessarily today, but take today to figure out what you're going to do, and then tomorrow go for it. Alright, my friends. Love you guys a bunch. I'm going to continue filming the January love readings today. I do have some appointments this afternoon, so it probably won't be till later. And then tonight I will most likely upload a few more. And then I'll probably film a few more tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. As always, thank you again for returning to this channel. If you're new, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button, especially if you want to see more videos like this. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And then, as always, I love to hear from you guys. Drop me a comment down below. You can DM me on my Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. My professional email is down below as well. And yeah, like I asked earlier, let me know where you guys are from. I just think that'd be super interesting to see who's watching, where you guys are from, how far we're reaching. We have our own little growing community here, so I'd like to see where we all are. But I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.